Welcome to WUB Network for the first ever presentation of NASCAR here on WUB. It's the Progressive Cup Series from Daytona International Speedway for the non-points event, the Daytona Derby. 9 laps around this track. 24 drivers battle it out. Greg Biffle starts P1 today. He'll be leading the field. As we get ready to take a look at your starting lineups, I'm Eddie Kalegi, and I'll be joined by Trip McGinnis in the booth, Kirk Landry, and Ed Kalegi on pit road. So let's look at your starting lineups. In row 1, it's Greg Biffle and Kurt Busch. In row 2, it's Matt Kenseth and the fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. In row 3, it's Denny Hamlin and Jamie Rockwell. In row 4, it's Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards. As you watch the rest of the field roll by, I'm excited to be joined by my analyst, Trip McGinnis. Trip, what are you expecting to see in this race? Well, as you said earlier, Eddie, it's a 9-points event, which means these guys are going to be racing for 2 things, bragging rights and to be ready for the Daytona 500 next week. Get their cars ready, get their teams prepared for the Great American Race, the pinnacle event of the year next week. It's going to be a very exciting race, just 9 laps. We'll look at the Chevrolet race facts soon so you can see just how crazy it'll be. Thanks, Trip, as we watch the cars begin to roll off. And now we'll take a look at your onboards. Greg Biffle with a Ford onboard, Dale Earnhardt Jr. with the Nationwide onboard, Jimmy Johnson with a Lowe's onboard, Toyota Camry onboard for Kyle Busch. We head to pit road now, and first it's Kirk Landry. As you said before, EK, Greg Biffle is running his final event for Roush Racing, where he's raced since 2002. He looks to end his Roush career on a high note with a win from the pole tonight, Ed.
Well, Kirk, the last time we raced here, Dale Jr. suffered a concussion in the big crash, causing him to miss the rest of the season. Today he looks to come back strong and win one for Hendrick Motorsports. Back to Eddie and Trip in the booth.
Well, thanks, Ed and Kirk. And now we look at your race facts, 6-lap event in segment 1. Then you've got a mandatory pit stop, 4 tires or fuel only, setting up a wild 3-lap shootout at the end. The pace car rolls off. Yep, hold 'em, flagman. Green flag, let's go, let's roll. Here they go flying, 24 cars flying down the backstretch through 1 and 2. Greg Biffle on board, getting pushed by Matt Kenseth. He's going to block high. Now he moves back down. Whoa, Kurt Busch got really loose on the inside. And Kenseth and Hamlin go flying by. Lap 2 begins. Greg Biffle leads. Now Jimmy Johnson coming out of nowhere. Big run on the inside for the 48. We look a couple cars staying back. Kyle Busch, Jamie McMurray. We know why they're doing that, to avoid the big one and also to save their tires. Maybe they can go fuel only in that pit stop. And now we got trouble in front. Oh my gosh, already. Greg Biffle gets turned in the inside wall, back up the track into a whole bunch. The red flag is out. Holy moly. The big one on lap 2. Your leader Biffle got turned. Ryan Newman is on fire in the infield. Dale Jr. quickly climbing out of his 88 machine. He is okay. So many drivers involved in this. A lot of big names. Both Penske cars got damaged, Logano and Keselowski. Harvick with some damage. Michael Waltrip's car destroyed. Jamie Rockwell was in the mess. Both Newman and Dillon in it. Joey Logano getting repairs on pit road. Austin Dillon getting pushed to the garage. Everyone else seems to be out of the race, climbing out of their cars, getting towed away. So let's look at your replay. Yeah, as you see, I think the 48 on that inside got too big of a run, got into the back of Biffle, hard in the inside wall, back up the track, and boom, everyone plowed in. On board with Greg Biffle, yeah, there he goes in the inside wall and back up, and oh, what a hit. We look at the WUB slow-mo. Even in slow motion, this hit is so hard. Everybody plowing in. First Dillon and Newman, then Harvick and Waltrip. So red flag out, lap 3. Jimmy Johnson, your leader here in the Progressive Cup Series, Progressive Derby on WUB.